what's a bitch? All a nigga wanna do is this.
Gotta make that money.
2022, what's a bitch? All a nigga wanna do is this.
Gotta make that money.
Calling me the sector godfather. Type D DERELL, name the sector get pop. They said that I'm the nigga that they all love to hate. Fuck the damn chat, nigga, I say it's okay. Motherfuckers want the good guys to come back. Wanna beef with real niggas cause they channel whack. At the church sector in a motherfucking frenzy. Crazy ass nigga KOM tried to see. 2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this.
Gotta make that money.
2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this.
Gotta make that money.
2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this. The sector wanna see a new beef every week. Especially from new niggas that wanna beef with me. Some say it's fun and some say it's hard. Trigger the bitch nigga, so he exposed the void. Took a trip to Vegas and we was Vegas lit. The haters saw the videos and they say ain't that a bitch. Left the damn sector, said my robbers tried to take my title. How the hell you try to take my title? I ain't got no fucking rob. 2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this.
Gotta make that money.
2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this.
Gotta make that money.
2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this.
Gotta make that money.
Came for my motherfucking certifications, came for my license, and they came for my accreditation. All the fucking hating don't stop. The Godfather still came on top. Motherfuckers wanna take me down. Wanna see my dollars go from up and then down. The Godfather gon' win anyway. I end the fucking year with fuck the DBA. 2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this.
Gotta make that money.
2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this.
Gotta make that money.
2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this.
Gotta make that money. What's up the speed? Easy.
Hate niggas like, 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 hate niggas like.
Fuck the DBA, fuck the DBA, chat sing with me. Fuck the DBA, fuck the DBA, fuck the DBA, dumb bitch asses. Fuck the DBA.
To the ladies in the sector, shake that ass, 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 shake that ass. To them ladies in the sector, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, and just shake it real fast. Bitch ass nigga named Alan Logic. Yeah, we know you LGBT in the closet. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, we say it to your face. Motherfucker can't even keep a care of me. Woo! Bitch ass nigga named Alan Logic. Yeah, we know you LGBT in the closet. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, we say it to your face. Motherfucker can't even keep a care of me. Woo!
Fuck the DBA, fuck the DBA, chat sing with me. Fuck the DBA, fuck the DBA, fuck the DBA, dumb bitch asses. Fuck the DBA.
To the ladies in the sector, shake that ass, 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 shake that ass. To them ladies in the sector, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, and just shake it real fast. Pissy ass nigga named K.I.P. Crying ass nigga named motherfucking P. You see him on the panel, yeah, they talking about me. Yeah, you see him in the sector, yeah, they talking about D. Pussy ass nigga, silly ass nigga, old ass worn out dumb ass nigga. You see them all around in the motherfucking sector. They mad that they can't be the Godfather.
Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Chat, sing with me. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA.
Give it to him.
Fuck the DBA. Dumb bitch asses. Fuck the DBA.
Welcome, 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 welcome. This is your Black YouTube therapist, aka the Godfather, DERELL Spears in the house. What's up, everybody? Chilling right now, just leaving the office. Had a long goddamn day. Had a long ass goddamn day today. And I'm just let me just do some live streams. Let me just pop up something because, you know, I'm chilling for the weekend. Weekend is my birthday. I'm going to Louisiana to go gamble my ass off for the weekend. And so I'm like, let me go ahead and get my little few live streams in because you won't be hearing from me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to be chilling, enjoying myself, eating me some good ass Cajun Creole food, and going to be gambling my ass out at the casinos and drinking and chilling and having a good ass time. So shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. Shout out to Omni-Pre. How you doing, baby? Good to see you. Glad to see you in here. Miss Queen Sunkiss. We got to have a conversation. What's up, Hood Conservative? KW Dunn. Mac Bone. What's up, Bishop Mac Bone with the knowledge? Carrie Ann. Oh, my God, Carrie Ann, what's going on, baby? I was in the clouds. I was too scared to come out the clouds yesterday. Damn. But hey, speak your truth. Speak your truth. Your truth is your truth. I can't hate you for that. So, let's get into it. Let's get to it. Now, topic of the day, we're going to focus on demonetized channels and YouTube putting the hammer to people's ass, to their channels. YouTube ain't playing. They're not playing. YouTube made it be known that if you create a certain type of content and they don't deem it as being advertiser friendly, you ain't making no money. The bottom line, we seen this shit with Fresh and Fit. We've seen this with other channels, and now the latest person is Cynthia G, aka Miss Synthetic. Now, if you watch and you look at the thumbnail, yes, she has a fucking GoFundMe account. And now she didn't create the GoFundMe account. Another lady, one of her subscribers, actually created a GoFundMe account for her. Had a $15,000 goal. 34 people donated. $800 total. Damn, she got some loyal ass subscribers and supporters. When you got supporters that are willing to try to help you with your coins, when you know that monetization is highly important for you to make money off of YouTube, damn, the hustle is real. The hustle is real on YouTube. Like, damn. What's up, All heart, grit, and grind. Just say how old I'm gonna be. 65. I'm gonna be 46 years old, baby. 46. I'm still. She gonna say I'm gonna be 46 years old, baby. I'm a 70s baby. 1977. But back to the topic. Like, how many times have we seen people do GoFundMe's in this situation? Now, maybe Cynthia G was too embarrassed to create it for herself. She got another subscriber or somebody, but damn. Everybody know when you get demonetized, you losing some money. What's up, Kay? What's up, Amiri? Little nephew K know what I'm talking about. Man, you lose. When you are demonetized, now you're going to have to rely on Cash Apps, Zelle, PayPal. I'm trying to figure out why she would even want to be monetized in the first place with the type of content that she has. Certain content is just, you're straddling the line, a fine line, when you're doing the type of controversial content that Cynthia G does. And you know what? For these Negroes in the manosphere, y'all shit is next. Don't think it's not coming to you, because it's coming. The divestors, divesting zealot, your day coming. Yep, it's coming. And it's a host of other ones saying all this crazy ass shit. Negroes with this hate speech against black women, the shit is coming. I'm even go ahead and say for the Queen Maker, her day gonna come too. Now she knew she been on YouTube for a second, but she just really getting a channel popping. But don't be surprised if they just pull the wool over your ass out of the blue. Because YouTube, the timing of YouTube with pulling a channel and demonetizing, the goddamn timing is impeccable. Yeah, Hammerhead. That crazy ass bastard. I don't even watch him like that. Hey, Doe Eyes, how you doing, baby? Fresh and fit, got it. Oh, baby mama. Baby mama Nikki, how you doing, baby? Now, baby mama, I'm a little mad at you because we had a little miscommunication. We're supposed to be communicating now. You can't be leaving baby daddy wondering when you gonna get his next phone call now. So I'm gonna have to spank you for not hitting me up. I gotta take care of my baby mama Nikki. Now, is this the end of bullshit content? Is this the end of that shit? Like, is this the point now where they're gonna just be cracking down on everybody ass? They gonna crack down on everybody ass. Yes, baby. And from what I know, I got a lot to grab. I got a lot to spank, baby. I got a lot to spank. But I know I can't spank too hard because I know you're gonna enjoy that. Godmother, what's going on, Godmother? How you doing, baby? Yeah, you're right. Yes, smaller channels are going to get demonetized. You know, and I know how that shit feels. I know how it feels to get a channel demonetized and taken off YouTube. I know how that shit feels. Be honest with you, to be honest, when my channel got taken away in 2020, I still never really recovered from that shit. I'm supposed to have about 10 to 15,000 subscribers right now. Before that channel got taken down for thanks to Rev G bitch ass and the AFWs and whoever and Mr. Fantastic, Pepe the Frog looking ass, who also probably flagged my channel. I had almost 5,000 subscribers. I would have had triple that by now. And I had way more supporters then. Like for real. And that's facts. I've been saying that for years, Carrie Ann. These niggas be up here talking about YouTube is a business. You gotta operate like a business. Yes, look, you can approach it as far as your management of business, management of time, and if you want a team and editing, your expenses for tax purposes, your 1099 as a contractor. But at the same time, you don't control the rules, you don't control the environment, you don't control policy. They control it. Matter of fact, they dictate the shit without warning. Like when my channel got shut down, motherfucker ain't give me no warning. They just matter of fact, come to think of it, they demonetized and shut my channel down the day after my 43rd birthday. My birthday, man, I never forget it. My birthday was in the middle of the week. The next day I woke up, the channel was gone. I got a fucking email. We've decided due to your content and this and that, and it was deemed as hate speech and harassment and all this other shit. Then I had no channel. I had to make my music channel, which I think was a mistake. I should have never made my music channel my main channel, which is now DERELL, the Rebirth. I should have never did that. I should have just left it the way it was, just started fresh. That was a mistake I made. But I wanted to keep, because I had, that channel had about 800 to 900 subscribers. So I wanted to try to capitalize on that. But that was my mistake. Learn from it. It's over. It's done. I'm over it. It's a hobby. I look at YouTube as a hobby, man. It's an expensive hobby. I have made money at times. And I made more money then than I do now. And everything was pretty much dictated based on the amount of time that I could invest in the channel. And for me, I just don't have the time to invest 3 to 5 hours a day on YouTube. I don't. I really don't. When I create live streams, I'm basically coming up with topics for about 15, 20 minutes or something, and I'm going live. I don't come up with all kind of music and all kind of little special effects and all that shit, even though I got some stuff preset. I don't have time for all that. The only time I spend is when I'm doing something in my field, when I may do a presentation. I may relook at some review some research and some terminology, and then I present it. But when I'm educating on mental health, I'll spend a little time doing that. But I'm not about to spend 2-3 hours coming up with all types of talking points and stuff, presentation, new cameras, all of that stuff. I'm not spending 2-3 hours a day doing that. Damn, Bishop MacBone, he said, I'd rather have $5,000 worth of food stamps than $5,000 worth of super chats. Damn. Okay. I feel you on that. What up, Third Ward Colombian? What's up, brother? H-Town in the house. Doa is saying, I know the difference between supporters and pretenders. Hey, man, how you doing, baby? Good to see you. Feel me from the chat. How you doing, Queen? Who is this? Picola Breed Love. Okay, you're new. Welcome to the chat. What's up, Soup Bone? Damn, we got all kind of sectors up in here. We got Manosphere sector, we got Umar sector in the house, we got Black YouTube sector. We got a lot of different people in here today. I like that. That's how I like my channel, and that's the route I'm going, man. I like to see a mixtures of sectors in my shit. Sectors that I deal with. I like to see y'all in the chat support me, and I'm gonna support y'all. My position is this, man. I don't watch Cynthia G's content unless she say some stupid ass shit that I just gotta listen to see where the hell she was going with it. She say some of the most ridiculous shit that's emotionally evoking. I can't stand the sound of her goddamn voice. She don't know shit about psychology and assessing pathology or psychopathology in black men. And that's a fact. And I just, usually when I'm saying stuff, it's usually content that other people are reviewing and they clipping. And so I go there and check it out, see what the hell she's talking about. Not a subscriber, never will be, don't care to. Now that is a good statement to say. Question: Sanji should have written a book or pushed more merch. Just begging for donating ain't it. And to be honest with you, Carrie Ann, I've actually heard that she's actually getting ready to drop a book pretty soon. Now my position, I was on another channel. Shout out to Sexy Red TV. If you're listening from the clouds, shout out to you, Queen. I was on her channel. She had a fire live yesterday. She presented stuff about this. What kind of inspired to do my tonight? Today. She could have had her own weave and wig line. Let me stop. Nah, she could have had her own makeup line. She could have did t-shirts. She could have did all kinds of shit. And t-shirts and fucking I don't know, just whatever, socks, shirts, shorts. She could have did everything. People would have bought it. She had some very, very loyal supporters. They're very loyal. Curious. No, stop. She said nobody would have bought the weed. Nah, man, Sinji could have had her own weave and wig line. I guarantee you, they would have bought that shit. Somebody would have bought it. They would have bought it, man. Hold on, let me show y'all something. And to me, man, I ain't the type to be tripping on black women, she doing her own thing, man. But people criticize her hairstyles when she was pro-black, which we found out was a lie. But you telling me, Carrie Ann, nobody ain't buying that hair on her head? Look at that hair. That hair look good. It's all nice and curly with the blonde streaks on the end. Come on now. There's a lot of black women would have bought that shit. Y'all silly, man. Y'all got me acting like this. This is y'all, man. It's not me. This is y'all with that shit. I'm gonna say this, man. Yeah, Tommy Sotomayor, bitch ass. And that was one person I'm glad got demonetized and got kicked off of YouTube. That nigga there, man, was one of the biggest liars on YouTube. This nigga claimed he was in mansions and shit, that this nigga renting Airbnbs. This nigga spending $2,500 to be with women. Like, for real? Like, come on, Tommy. Like, for real. What's up, Chaos Rain? None swirls on. RBR. Oh damn, RBR. We got to get together, man. We got to do our that show on YouTube, man. We got to talk about getting that black YouTube money, RBR. Matter of fact, RBR, why don't you get the link, man? Let me holler at you for a little bit, if you got time, if you can. We need to set that up, because I definitely want to talk to you about that. Let me put that link out there for RBR. If you got time, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link anyway for anybody want to come up. But yeah, man, y'all go check out RBR, man. RBR is the content to go if you want to learn about all the money that's being stolen from us from Google. This nigga got all the goddamn research, the numbers. So, and one of the questions I wanted to ask you, RBR, was about what do you think the true viewership is? Because if we're talking about demonetization and demonetization and the fact that if you got 1,000 people watching and you got monetized content, YouTube is taking a lot of coins out of our pocket. You know what I'm saying? If it's only showing we got 30 people watching, but globally you got 1,000 people watching, and they taking the money. Now, I know you talk a lot about this. You seem to be a expert in that, but I'm definitely going to be asking questions on those lines. Subone said, D, you forgot that she used to rock with Nala Says, and Nala used to sell. Yes, Nala did sell wigs on Facebook, and she scammed people. People were paying $300-$400 for those wigs, and they ain't never get their fucking wig. There was up that's been Nala and been scamming on social media for a decade. Nobody want to talk about that. My brother.
What's going on with you, man?
Hey, man, I just wanted to talk to you, just ask a few questions, because I know we had talked about setting up. I wanted to discuss something in regards to legally amassing everybody together to actually do something as far as a lawsuit or whatever. I know you talked about things on that line, but I wanted you to kind of share that with the viewership about that, because when I was watching, I watch you in the car. I don't come down a whole lot, but I know when you kind of went to this type of content, I listen and watch, and it had me thinking a lot about what is actually the real numbers. What are we really producing? Now, you talked about billions of dollars if you look at the whole totality of black YouTube. So how do you break that down and come up with that measurement?
Yes. Well, I've been in media since I was like 15 years old, working for affiliate stations and networks. And then I went to college and got my journalism degree at the University of Washington. And to be honest with you, when I found out how media makes money, then I wasn't thinking about working for a media outlet. I was thinking about getting my own. Okay. And media makes its money through advertising sales. So Google makes 97% of their income off of YouTube. And the problem that they had when they first started was they didn't have any content. And what networks do, like Fox and the Warner Brothers Network and all this, when they first start out, the best way to build an audience is black people, because black people don't have a voice, because the networks are all owned by white conservatives. So Google told us that they would give us 70% of the ad revenue if we left Blog Talk Radio and Ustream, all right? And then we would go to, if we go to YouTube, they pay us 70% of the ad money. And of course they didn't. Then they changed it to 55% of the ad money, didn't pay us that. And now they're talking about if somebody clicks on an ad, then they'll pay you, all of which is illegal, which is why they're getting sued right now in the 5th week of the trial. That's a $100 billion lawsuit filed as an antitrust violation lawsuit by Merrick Garland. What you said at the top is definitely true. We need a lawyer, a black lawyer, that would represent the 5 million black content creators on YouTube, because we are a class. The courts have ruled that black people are a class, right? So I know that it's a mistake for us to think that Google is interested in us. Google did propose, make their pitch to a good friend of mine who started a company called InfoSpace and raised $75 million for his IPO. He was one of my earliest students. And
Okay.
and so he was a brother, but he declined. They wanted 25 million to start Google. Well, the racists kicked in the money. But when the racists kick in the money, they want the site to be conservative. They want the site to be anti-black and to push this myth of white supremacy that everybody's bought into. So what this brother, all heart and grind, is saying is he's attacking me because I'm anti-Google. I don't want, look, Google's not trying to help. They don't care about you. They care about their shareholders. Now, I told my class, I tell them every day, they did not want us or the advertisers to put ads on our channels. Why? So they didn't want to pay us. And they pay you for ads. They don't pay you for clicks. They don't pay you for views. They don't pay you for subs. They pay you for ads. They make 97% of their money off of ads. Okay, so the advertiser spends 90% of their budget on the Nazis, on the MAGA nuts and the whites are superior and all this nonsense. But they do spend 10% of their money on what we call black YouTube. And we have to understand that. It's not about beef. It's not about anti-blackness. You're not going to make any money with that. They do make the bulk of their money off of racists, but racists don't want their racism from all heart and grind or non-swirl zone. Racists want their racism from racists. They don't want it from black people. They hate black people. Come on, they're racist. So they told Google, if you don't put this goddamn $20 billion worth of ads on these Negroes' channels, then we're taking our $20 billion and going somewhere else. So Google had to do it. Now they have a dilemma. What happens if some of the black people stop believing and find out the truth that they can't demonetize anybody, that they can't monetize somebody, they can't monetize content they don't own, they can't monetize property they don't own? It would be like some real estate agent selling your house and keeping all the money. They don't own it. They can't sell it. And so it's illegal for them to take your channel down. It's a $250,000 fine every day your channel's down. And Willie D didn't know that. So what they're doing...
I didn't know that either.
Well, you can look it up. It's called willful copyright infringement. It's 5 years in prison and $250,000 for every day that your channel's down. So, of course, they know that we didn't know it. Well, shame on us. Now, I know that...
So let me ask you this question. For those people, if it is not, I guess, legal to take the channel down,
yes, it's copyright infringement.
So do I have to go through legal means to get the channel back up?
Unfortunately, yes. But now, when the lawsuit is settled, the antitrust case, and it will be settled out of court within the next 3 or 4 weeks, you won't have to get a lawyer. You can make a claim. But the reason I say we need a lawyer is because it can't just be 1 or 2 black people getting paid. They'd love that. But the thing about a class action is they have to pay everybody who's been ripped off. And that would be all of the black content creators. Every single one of us, from Marcus Brownlee to Tasha K to Cynthia G, to all of us. And I was really disappointed. I don't like Cynthia G either. But when Kevin Samuels made his move, when they took the money from, according to Tommy Sotomayor, and I believe this to be true, when they took the $100,000 and the 1 million followers away from him and gave him to Kevin Samuels, right? They gave him 1 million followers and $100,000. Well, when Cynthia G had the baby by Rod Perkins, and she lost half of her Patreon money, she lost about
Oh Lord.
she
Okay.
lost about she lost about $7,000 a month.
Right. Yeah,
Um,
she did.
yeah,
Yeah.
me and my wife, me and baby looked it up. She lost about $7,000. They gave her a measly ass 10,000. No, it was 100,000 followers.
What?
Yeah, Tasha K got 1 million followers after she got sued by Cardi B, but they still won't pay her for the ads.
But she
And so,
filing bankruptcy though. But what
well,
about?
yeah, but if they had to pay her the fucking money they owed her, then she wouldn't be filing no damn bankruptcy. And the law says that if Google got the same letter that she got from Cardi B saying that she didn't have a venereal disease, then Google's liable. And they got $20 million. They got $4 million. So what I propose she do is get Cardi B to say, yes, I sent the same letter to Google and YouTube that I sent to Cardi B, where my doctor swore on a stack of Bibles that I didn't have the disease. And Google continued to promote it anyway. Be sure to watch Tasha K tonight. She got some dirt on Cardi B, and they were promoting it weeks and months after they got the letter saying this is a lie. So Google is liable for that. And so go ahead and give Cardi B 8 million and keep 8 million for herself and give me 1 million and the lawyer 1 million since I came up with the idea.
Right, right.
And she'll be good. But I might be just saying that in jest. But yeah, giving her 1 million followers ain't gonna help her.
Now let me ask you this. This is a question that I've been wanting to ask you, as it relates to the true viewership globally.
Yes.
Now, because I've heard people say this, and I've heard you say this. Then I've actually heard other people who complain about. They were saying that the viewership that we see on the screen is not the true viewership. It's
Not at
actually
all.
more than that globally.
Absolutely. Well,
So
if you
how do
go
you
to
measure that, and how do you determine what you think the true numbers are?
grooves are. Well, I tripped too when I started doing my simulcast on my woman's channel, right? It always showed 2 or 3 people watching, right? So then they sent me a notice, your woman's channel has reached 75,000 views. I said, no, that's not true. I ignored it for 2 weeks. Then I looked at it and I went to my analytics and I looked at views, and sure enough, it was 75,000 views with 2 people watching. Come on, man. So they just lying.
What?
Well, here's why. Here's why. They make their money off of advertising, but if they don't get 100 million views per ad, they have to give the money back. So they lie to us, especially if we're doing content that they don't want to promote. If it's not negative, if it's not anti-black, if it's not pro-white, then they won't promote it. But the advertisers love it because we want useful content. If you look at the mission statement of Google, it says take all the world's information and make it easily accessible. All the world's useful information, make it easily accessible. That's the pitch. That's the concept of Google and YouTube. Now the problem is, black people don't want to hear about negative content and aborting black male babies and hating and flying the Dominican Republic and getting a white girl for $5. They do not want to hear negative content. We want useful content. See, we see ourselves as entertainment because white people dismisses us as entertainment. We're not entertainment. We don't have a voice. Is why we're here. We don't need to be entertained.
So let me ask you this question.
Enlightened.
So I get that, and I agree wholeheartedly. Now, as it relates to the true viewership, because I notice when I look at my analytics, I see people from Brazil. I got a lot of viewership from India, the UK, certain African countries, and I'm trying to figure out where are these views, because I don't see them in the chat. I'm like, no,
they won't go into the chat because the chat's. Well, here's the thing about the chat. Black YouTube, which is the most searched keyword search in the world for black people, right? And so that's the problem. right? Yes, I might have called you a revolutionary coon, but I think everybody should find out the information first, right? Before they
Okay.
come on, they should find out the truth before they come on to YouTube insulting people because they think that intelligence and education and knowledge is somehow white. Please stop doing that. Okay, the if your education and knowledge and civility comes from Africa. White people are the ones who are uncivilized, uneducated, and immoral. Not us. They hate us. We don't hate them. Just pay us our money that you owe us. But no, if you look at your analytics on your analytics page, then it'll show you it's a page in black and it'll show you the actual viewers because they can't lie to the advertisers. They want their money back. They cannot lie to the advertisers. So they lie to you guys to make you think that channels that don't make any money, that just do gossip and hate on black people all damn day, that those channels are the ones to make the money. They're not. We don't make money by selling Ogun juice and wake and bake mugs and weaves and White Lives Matter shirts. That's not how media makes money. Media makes money
Okay.
off of advertising. Now, their game is to not pay you for the advertising. So you don't really want to be monetized. Why? Because if you're monetized, they pay you 10%. This is what the lawsuit's going on with Merrick Garland. They'll pay you 10% to 40% of the money that you get. So an example is if Mint Mobile advertises with sponsors Kelly Stamps, they give her $10,000 and they keep 90. If Marcus Brownlee gets 28 PlayStations and $100,000 from Sony, they'll give him 40,000 and keep 60. So what they're doing is they're keeping the money, up to 90% of the money there. All right. So this dumb nigga is talking about reparations. Well, you can't get reparations from the country that ended slavery. That's a scam. That was a scam to get Trump reelected by the Russians. So this dumb nigga is listening to the Russians. So he's saying instead of getting the $100 billion that we are owed, there's no dollar figure on reparations. Shut up.
Facts. That's facts.
There is a dollar figure on getting 4 years back royalties and 30% of our content over the next 10 years. And that dollar figure is $100 billion. And that's money we earned. That's not money from some slavery shit that Great Britain started.
So how did you come up with that?
The number?
What was the metrics? What was the metrics for coming up with that number?
Yes. Now we do. We really actually do. I've heard up to 14% to 15% of a advertising budget is what they call urban media, and that would be black media, black YouTube. 97% of the market, Google controls it. They control all the advertising on 97% of the internet. All right. So if we do 10% of their advertising, they did $224 billion last year. 10% of that is $24 billion. That's how much we made in black YouTube. Now, under the statute, we get 4 years back royalties. That's the law. That's the law. Now, do they want to do it? No, but that's the law. So if we just take 10 times 4, because I don't want to overshoot the numbers, but 10 times 4 is $40 billion. 30% going forward over the next 10 years is another $60 billion. That's $100 billion. Anybody can add that up. I'm not making it up. I'm not pulling it out of my ass. They will do $200 billion next year on black YouTube. And I'm saying if we get 30% plus 4 year back pay, we get half of that. That's fair.
Wow.
Okay.
Are you there?
Nothing. It's not reparations. Shut up about the reparation. But see, what the Negroes are saying is if the white people give us the money out of the goodness of our heart because we kissed enough white ass, then somehow we deserve it. But if we actually go to court and get what's owed to us, well, then that somehow is wrong. No, it's not, dummy. If people don't want to pay you, then you go to court and you get your money. You don't cry about some goddamn reparations and you got to re-elect Trump. Okay, and he kill everybody black. Stop it. All right? Obama is black. His goddamn father's black, you stupid ass idiot. It's a 2001 Genome Project study. If the father's black, the child is black. You fucking idiot! Don't let them white folks tell you Obama ain't black. Why do they hate him? Because he ain't black? No, they hate him because he's black. Now shut up. Kamala Harris too. So yeah,
Okay.
I get some of these dumb niggas in my show, and they're hoping that you help them fail in life, but you ain't trying to help them fail. Let's get the money that's owed to us. We have to do it legally. I understand that the feelings are different, but go ahead. There's no such thing as mixed. Shut up.
So let's look at it from this standpoint. So what we need is someone that specializes in social media type law.
No, it would be copyright law.
Copyright law. Okay.
Yeah. So it would have to be an entertainment attorney. Got to be black, man. We can't mess up. It's got to be a black lawyer. I'm trying to get in touch with Carl Douglas or Attorney Crump, and I got a line.
Now, So this is going to be now. This is my biggest concern, RBR, and I definitely would like to know your response. How do you think we have like going about accumulating data from all the black YouTube content creators to participate?
Right. Well, we wouldn't have to do that, but for a class action, the case has already been filed with the Merrick Garland case has already been filed. When the case is adjudicated, then the one of the things that they have to do to determine damages is find out how much money they made. And for our class, each state, 17 states have also joined the lawsuit. So I'm just saying the black content creators need to join the lawsuit. Black people have been considered and classified as a class. So the civil rights and voting rights, it was legal under the fact that the courts have ruled that black people are a class. So the courts will order Google to show their tax records for the last 4 years, unless the government they prove fraud like they did with Trump. Then you can get 10 years back pay, and we're all going to be rich if that's the case. But 4 years is standard. All right, if there's no fraud proven. Now, what happened? My friend that I was telling you about that is working with Carl Douglas and Attorney Crump, she wrote the book for the movies Death at a Funeral that Chris Rock did with Sony. And so, yeah, so she went to court, and I asked her, I said, well, how did you find out how much money the movie made? She said the judge ordered an audit at their expense to find out how much money the movie made. And the movie made $16 billion, and they awarded it to her. Now, I had Sophia Stewart on my show for about 2 hours.
Yeah, I remember that. That.
Yeah. So she got, they had to sign a non-disclosure agreement.
Of course.
But she done moved to Vegas. Her daughter got on a $10,000 Rolex diamond watch. She got her money.
Yeah, it took her years to get that money too.
Yes, but she got her money.
Yeah,
and so we don't have to do that work. The lawyer will do that work. And any lawyer will do that. Like I said, it's $100 billion case. So any lawyer would want to do that. All right? That's a lot of money. And they have the money. They're a $2 trillion company. So we just need that. We need that representation. All right? So
what's the difficulty in, is not a lot of black lawyers that specialize in that type of law?
There are, but here's the thing. With me, I was 10 years ahead of this case. I was 10 years ahead of everybody. And the publicity from the case, when the case settles, because people don't realize it because they've been doing other things and living their life. So it is a $100 billion case. When the case is settled, I think that the lawyers will be falling out of the trees. But right now, they don't, they don't get it. They're like non-swirl zone and all hard and grind. They just don't get it. So they will, though, when the case is being publicized and it's all over the news, then they'll tell you how to do it. All right. So that's what we do need representation, not for any individuals, because a lot of people are going to try to, do what the Negroes do and try to get to all the money and just want our money. And you're not going to get any money if you do something like that. The only way we can get the money is if we get it together. They would love to pay one person all the money, which is illegal. If you give my money to somebody else, you don't get to say, oh, well, we gave the money to Jay-Z. No, it don't work like that, homeboy. You got to give my money to me, and you got to give the other content creators their money, and new content creators get 30% right off the bat. None of this nonsense about hours and all kind of stuff. The courts have ruled in the 13th Century Court in the Coppa case. Coppa case was they were promoting these white content creators that they're paying millions of dollars, billions of dollars to, $30 billion in 2017. They were actually promoting that content to kids. So they got sued for $19 billion. $19 million. And they thought they would pass the cost on to the white content creators who were getting paid for their work, unlike us. And they sued them because they were getting paid. And the courts, they said, well, they violated the terms of service. They were promoting their product, their channels to kids under 18. Well, the court said, sorry, we sued you for promoting that content, not them. Well, they violated terms of service. What terms of service? Terms of service you made up? No, we can only fine them if they violate the law. So what you were saying at the beginning, well, the content's not advertiser friendly. They can't keep your money if it's not advertiser friendly. Why did you keep the content up? And why did you make $40 billion off the content if the content's not advertiser friendly? Ain't no court going to accept that as an argument. It's the First Amendment. Right. I don't know if they know it's the First Amendment, not the 25th. Okay? They cannot not pay you because they don't like your politics, because you ain't rooting for Putin and stumping for Trump. So I think that we have to learn the law. How could you be part of $100 billion industry and not know the rules and not read the contracts? You got to read the Google AdSense agreement, and you got to read the terms of service. Okay, they give you the right to monetize. Great. Who gives them the right to demonetize? Because that's not in the contract. Okay? They don't say a damn thing about
it. So they're just basically operating outside of what the agreement is without any reproach or any,
Well, the purpose of the agreement was to hope that you don't read the agreement, so they can lie and tell you you're demonetized, or they can lie and tell you that your content is not advertiser friendly. It only made $40 billion. So they're full of crap. They'll lie to us, and we got to stop being afraid to stand up for what we know. We shouldn't be beefing. We shouldn't be sectors. The advertisers don't care about that. Get 100 million views, there's 5 million black content creators. Each content creator has to get 20 views for them to get 100 million views. So that's nothing. So we stop worrying about views. They don't care about likes. They don't care about nothing except for, one, how long you're on, because they could put I average maybe 7 hours a day. And they could put 300, I got 2 channels. They could put 300 ads on 2 channels. Now, them national television ads are $350,000. These ads, these digital ads, I don't know, but they'll know. They'll tell you. These ads start at $100,000. And if you get 600 of them motherfuckers a day, motherfucker, you won. I'm just trying to get 30%. So that, and then there's 20. If you do the search for Black YouTube, that's the keyword for Black YouTube. Black YouTube. There's 17 billion motherfuckers searching Black YouTube, and they sold Black YouTube the keywords to Sony Music. Why?
What?
They don't want 20 million black people over here, because me and you would be rich, because we're the only ones doing content that's useful. We ain't talking about Cynthia G's weave. So when we do content that's useful, then those 20 million billion people. It's not 20 billion people, but it's 220 million people trying to get here. Those people have $5 in their pockets. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars a day. So there's a lot of money in this. This is the most lucrative. Media is the most lucrative industry in the world. Advertising is how we get some of that money back that we spend between Africa and America. All you would have to do is search the GDP of Africa. 99.7% of Africans are black. They're going to do $8 trillion this year. By the next 2 months, it will be have spent $8 trillion. In America, we will have spent $2 trillion. That's $10 trillion. YouTube is in every country in Africa. The Africans are showing up. They're coming on our panels, and they ain't talking about nobody's weed. They ain't talking about catching a flight to the Dominican Republic to get a $5 hooker. No, they're talking about issues that are important to us. And so they're on it. And they spend 3 times the money that we spend. So the advertisers want these black people. And so we have to do forget about Google. They don't want you to make any money. They want you to kill each other. Okay? So stop trying to be promoted by Google. It's a death sentence. What is better is if you give useful information to black people and stop trying to think that I'm wrong because I'm going against the Nazis. The Nazis don't give a damn about us. The Nazi audience does not want Nazi content from black people. Come on, you guys. You're not going to make money that way. You're just fooling other people into thinking that's how they make money. That's what the manosphere, that's where they're going wrong. Why? They came out of the white manosphere.
That's true. That is true. They came from the white manosphere. So you're saying is we're better off demonetizing our channels?
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. Part of the lawsuit is that they can't monetize copyrighted material that they don't own. I told people today, the very first lawsuit that I was aware of was they really thought, this is how dumb they are. They really thought if somebody loaded up the Super Bowl on YouTube, they could sell advertising for $7 million a while in the Super Bowl.
$7 million?
Yeah, that's what the ads cost in the Super Bowl. But anyway, Google thought they could do that if somebody loaded up the Super Bowl on CBS, then it was YouTube's and they could sell commercial time. That's how stupid they were.
Wow.
That's how dumb
they
are.
There were people playing Super Bowl, the Super Bowl live. They were videoing it and playing it live. They do that for other fights and pay-per-views too.
Yeah, they do, but it's illegal as hell. So you can't really do that, right? I hear some dude talking about giving me this work. If they ain't gonna let me speak, then I'm gonna be out. But I don't mind having a conversation. But don't hate on me because I don't want to help these fools keep you guys broke. We can't do this if we can't make any money. And we're making money. We made $24 billion last year. They just didn't pay us. All right? So that doesn't mean because we done did something to them. We ain't did shit to them. They couldn't do these shows. Why? First of all, they're white. Second of all, they just don't have the creative bent to do these shows. We do the shows. There's no way, all right? There's no way that they should keep all the money. We should split the money. We're more important. This guy says it's Pill Live, yet this dude is boring, respectful. What's boring about the $100 billion? What the fuck is boring about $100 billion? Why is he doing this? What the fuck is wrong with him?
It's just trolling. Don't pay him no mind. He's just trolling.
Stupid motherfucker. That $100 billion will change your life, you cool ass nigga. He working at Burger King talking about I'm boring. I'm a simp. I got educated. I finished the 3rd grade. I'm some kind of a simp. If you don't shut your stupid ass up, you cool ass nigga. He dropped out of school in the 3rd grade. He's pro-black. Motherfucker.
He just trolling, man. He just trolling, man. Don't pay it no mind. It's just trolling. So the main thing now, we don't have the lawyer to carry this out.
No, but you will get one when when the case is settled and they realize how much money they can get if they represent the black content creators. But definitely everybody that knows, not know Byron Allen or not some motherfucker that works with the Klan, not that. Oprah would be great if we could get to her, but not Byron Allen. Byron Allen's married to a white lady. He gets his financing from David Mammoth. I don't know if that's the name, but he's a billionaire.
But he's worth billions, though, don't he?
I know, but he's worth billions. Yeah, because the Nazis gave him billions of dollars, like Clarence Thomas. No, he's a sellout, and he wants what they want. This is what they want. They used to have just Fox. They had one network, Fox, and all they did was lie. But they couldn't get people elected. So what did they do? They said, "Fuck it, buy all these goddamn out. Buy BET, buy Radio One, buy everything that's black, and then turn it conservative. Bring the yellow broads in there that hate black men, and bring in the sellout brothers with the bow ties and shit, and Juan Williams, and then we'll just push Trump in the manosphere and all that old shit, and we'll get these niggas out of this country and off this planet." Well, that ain't gonna help us. I'm not gonna concede to this myth of white supremacy just because black people are scared to stand up for what we're owed. No, the only way we can be successful is if we're independent, both financially, all right, and ideologically from these damn racists.
Right.
But if we have to do racist content, the black people are not going to be with it. Now, I was just telling my wife, baby, the chocolate slimming, I was just telling her that they never thought that Stephen A. Smith and Marcellus Wiley and Kevin Hart, they never thought them celebrities would come over here. I was 10 years ahead of them. How come? Them fucking outlets won't let us go on there. They took Joanne Reed off for 2 days for just telling the truth about Palestine. So these people that are conservative, you think you're going to tell the truth on MSNBC or CNN or Fox? Hell no, you're going to be up out of there. So I knew they were coming. I had a friend, Mo Kelly, he was trying to get me on terrestrial radio here in Los Angeles. And then the Nazis bought that station, right? And then he went to the station and the white boys said Whitney Houston was a crack whore and they got suspended. Now he over there with a bunch of racists looking stupid. So I said, no, man, I'm going to YouTube. And I've been here ever since. So yes, they're going to come here and they're going to think it's all about beef and all about roasting and cooking. And it's not. This is the only place that we could come and learn the truth. Not everybody's dumb. Not everybody's all hot and grind. Not everybody's non-swirl zone. See, I don't have a problem with Dr. Umar, but the last thing we need is a school to teach black people how to be white people's servants. We don't need any more butlers and maids and chauffeurs. You stop that. We're better than that. So what we need is a media that's independent of the people trying to kill us. That's it. We need it. These people just don't have what it takes to be successful in governments. This civilization that we live in, we're so comfortable in it because it's African. These people are not superior to us. I don't hate them, but if all they want to do is kill us and give us the coronavirus, how's that going to help us? It's not. So let's keep an independent media, no sectors, no beef sector, no this, that, and the other sector, and the divestors selling out. No, this has to be, they need 100 million views every day to get their money.
So what if we boycott it?
No, then we wouldn't get any money, and neither would they, and that's not going to help anybody.
Okay, so boycott is not the best.
Hell no. What's the best thing to do? Okay. The best thing to do is go to court, claim, you don't have to need a lawyer, but we do need a lawyer to get all the people together. Why? We got to do it together. We can't have no R. Kellys and Bill Cosby's because one person, they're going to Kanye West you. So you can't have just one person come up. I know that's the lie they're going to tell, but we can't come up like that. We have to come up together. They can't stop us if we're 5 million strong. Okay, and they will.
So again, so what about bringing black? Like you said, we get rid of sectors, get rid of the beef sector, get rid of the manosphere. We just be a coalition of just basically black content creators on YouTube, right? So how do
Yes.
we get all these people together to be on the same page?
Well, I
For
think that. Well, I think that when you look at the 5 million black YouTubers that upload 72,000 hours every day, right? There's a reason that they upload, just like me. There's a reason that I do what I do every day. Why? Because I want to help black people. I'm at the end of my life cycle, so I want to help other black people. I want to pass it along. And so that's why I do it. But if those people, and that's why those people do it, they're not getting paid either. But they're doing it because they really they love black people and they embrace their black race and culture and reject the myth of white supremacy. And so they want to help black people. That's what we want. They're going to make that content all day long. It's just the people like All Heart and Grind and this other clown in here and Non-Swirl Zone that would make content that makes a bunch of racists happy. And they aren't going to make any money. So what we want to do is the people that are broadcasting to the level that I am, those people, well, I have 300,000, 900 plus hours of advertiser inventory. That's what I have. I have enough inventory to make $100 million over the next 10 years. Now, I know people don't believe that. That's my point. That's how much inventory I have. So the minute that the court says, God, you got to pay them. You got to split the advertising money with them. I'm paid. I'm rich. Now, what I'm saying is, to those people that already have that content, because they didn't make that $24 billion off no damn shorts. That's for damn sure. Those people are doing content like me because they love doing this. And if you love doing this, then yes, you're doing this because you love doing this. Now you can get paid. Now you can get 30%. And you'll love it even more. And it's more money than you ever dreamed of. And that's what we have to do. We don't have to get them. We just have to pay them. Get them paid. And they'll be on board. Now, that doesn't mean in 10 years we can't take an offer from someone else. I wish that the platform owner was black, but they don't know anything about this. If they did, you don't think Oprah would like to have an extra $24 billion a year?
Right.
You know, who wouldn't? So Google has a good thing going. They're overconfident that no, these niggas won't leave. Niggas, we left Blog Talk Radio. We left Ustream. We left Livestream. We left Facebook Live. I'm banned from Twitter. I'm banned from Facebook. If Oprah offered us 30% and give us $100,000 for our catalogs, then we gone. I can guarantee you, Oprah, every black person on this goddamn site, even these coons, would be over on Discovery Networks getting distributed by you if you would pay us. And so that's what's going on. There's a lot of money here.
Obviously.
Yeah, so they talking about demonetized. What they're trying to do is break you. They want to break us. And there's no anger. Their business model. One billionaire told me, he said, I don't pay the bill unless it's red. Why? Because 80% of the people aren't going to sue me because they want my business. So I save 80% of my cost for my suppliers by simply not paying them. He does Trump. So Google's business model is if you don't sue them, they don't pay you. Now that they're being sued in the class action, if you don't file a claim, they don't have to pay you. Now they're going to steal live.
So how do we file a claim? File a claim? You
either do it online or you might do it through the mail. But I think now it's probably going to be online. And so you go online, tell them your channel. One thing you're going to have to do, though, you have to copyright your channel. Now, keep in mind, the copyright is not proof that you own the channel. It's proof that you published the channel first. So whoever...
Now, you're saying copyright the channel or copyright the videos?
the channel. So what that
How do you
means is,
copyright the channel?
well, okay, the cat channel, my channel is RBR Network, right?
Okay.
Now, you would go to the copyright office online. I think it's $40. It might have went up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then you pay the $40 and they send you a certificate, because what's going to happen? All these niggas that talking all this shit, they're going to try to copyright my channel. They're going to try to copyright your channel. And Mahogany Roots, she bad to the bone. They're going to try to copyright her channel. These scam artists are going to show up and try to get some of that goddamn $100 billion. You know it and I know it. So you got to have your copyrighted channel so that you can prove that it's your channel, and then you get your money. All right? I was trying to get it to the Black Bank and all that.
So I didn't know you can copyright the channel. I just thought you can copyright the videos.
Each video. Well, they are copyrighted, right? But what you're trying to do, it's a trademark actually. But what you're trying to do is make sure that you use the channel first, like the Manosphere nut, right? Now, the dude that copyrighted the Manosphere, he messed up. Why? Because he didn't use the Manosphere first, because the Black Manosphere came out of a white Manosphere, and they did that 20 years ago. So he didn't have a right to copyright that. So it could have been challenged. That's Michael Jordan tried to copyright number 23 and shit. You can't do that. You can't copyright.
Right. Yeah, you can't copyright a number.
Right. So I mean, but for our channels, yes, we have to make sure that proof that we own the channels. And then once you have proof that you own the channels, you file a claim and you get your money. 4 years back pay, 30% going forward.
So basically what you're saying, that every content creator needs to go and pay that $40 to copyright their channels.
Yes. And you don't have to do it now, but when the case is settled, before you file your claim, you have to file that first. Now, please listen to me, because they're going to use that. Oh, no, we checked and your channel's not copywritten, or you don't have a trademark. But your trademark, my trademark is Real Brother Radio Network. My business license is Real Brother Radio. And it'll be Real Brother Radio Inc. is my corporation. So that's what you have to do. Yeah, that's what you have to do. And then you can start making some real money instead of this bullshit, these super chats and shit. Okay. Asking for reparations. Waiting 500 years for reparations and shit.
So they taking 30% of the super chats.
Well, yes. My proposal is, if they let us get 20 million of those people trying to get here that are being diverted to Sony Music, which they don't get anything on the super chats, I propose giving them 30% of the super chats, and that'll make up, of the cash apps, and that'll make up for the fact that they don't get any money off the super chats, which is why they don't want 20 million people to come over here. But they like money. They're still racist, but they like money more than they like being racist. So if we can give them an honest $30 million a day of cash app money, then they'll get 20 million people over here. The 20 million people have $5 in their pocket. That's $100 million a day. So that's really what I get. 1%. Let me tell you the truth. I get 1% of the 2,200 black people that they let come to Black YouTube. I get 1%. If we get 20 million people over here, 1% is 200,000 people.
Now, this is my issue. Do you think YouTube is shadow banning your channel for saying all this?
I know they are. And it's okay. Why? Because you can't do your channel for the racists who hate black people. You just can't. Why? That's not your audience. See, Google has two bosses: the advertisers. Why? They make 97% of their revenue off the advertisers. And two, the government. The government can shut them down, break them up, fine them. So they have, those are their two bosses. So we have to please the advertisers first, not the black people, the advertisers. that want the black people. And then
Right.
we please the black people by giving them useful information. Are people going to try it? Of course, all heart and grind and them are going to try it. They're going to try this beef sector, attacking the educated blacks who finished the 3rd grade. They're going to try that shit. And what's going to happen? It ain't going to work. It's going to be like Fresh and Fit and Tommy and Kevin Samuels and all the rest of them. It ain't going to work. Why? They're not trying to make you successful. These are racist, you idiots. They want to see you fail. So we ain't trying to fail. Yeah. So if they're promoting you, it's something's wrong. Something's wrong with your content. Somebody's gay. Something's wrong with your content.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, they don't promote useful content to black people. They can't stand black people. So that's what's going on with that, man.
Okay, well, we definitely got to connect again. I'm gonna definitely come. I watch you from the chat. I'm gonna start coming up, or because I'm usually working or doing some things during the day when you do go live. I'm usually doing things, or actively doing things when I listen to you. So I don't usually come out, but every now and then I may come out. But I definitely wanted to get a better understanding to see how do we move forward. And I do think this education is it's definitely valuable for the content creator, because my people that sub to me, I'm in different little sectors, and these are people just hearing this for the first time. I mean, we have a lot of people in here right now. This is the first time they ever heard this. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted you to come on my channel, because I wanted certain people in certain sectors to hear this, and maybe that can spread the knowledge that you're saying, make people more aware of what YouTube is doing and how this business works.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, that's what we have to do. I've been at this for a long. I had to sell out diaries, everything you wanted to know about the sellouts, but we're afraid to ask, right? And I was promoted on KJLH, and I walked out into the parking lot, and I said, "Well, who's that?" Like, I saw the Benzes and the Porsches and shit. I said, "Well, who's that?" He said, "Oh, that's the sales staff." What? He said, "Oh man, we're trying to get off the air and get onto the sales staff, because the people who sell the ads, they're rich." I said, "What?"
Right.
So when I found out how they make money, I said, "Oh man, I need to get my own media company going." And there you go.
Right. And you worked at you worked at BET. You have history with BET, right?
Yeah. I used to work at BET. I worked at the CBS affiliate in Seattle. I worked in. I was a radio news director at KBCS in Bellevue, Washington. I've done it. I've been in the media since I was a kid.
Right. So you're definitely well versed and polished in this area, because you've definitely done it in all levels. So you definitely bring credibility to what you're saying. So just like, it's not like you're somebody that's just reading articles and now they want to be an expert. You've actually been in media at a high level. So
yeah, I've been into it.
Well, brother, I appreciate you coming in, man, and also give me your cash app so I can send you a little something for the knowledge you sent today. Put your cash app for me.
Okay. You want me to put it in the back?
Yeah, put it in the back. You can post it or you can put it in the back chat for me.
Okay. All right.
Sexy Red, what's going on, girl? How you doing? Yeah, put that, because man, I really because I do think that this is a business. I mean, it's it's not necessarily a business, because YouTube is basically, or Google is basically operating like a dictator per se. And I mean, you remember in 2016 they had the AdSense crisis, right? Do you remember what exactly happened with that, if you don't mind?
Well, that's what I was talking about. That was the COPPA case. And so what happened is the government was like, well, this content's going to kids. And they got a lot of, if you've seen it, their main thing is doing stuff like putting feces on an ice cream cone as a trick and then giving it to people. And it's stuff that kids would gravitate towards, crude jokes and stuff like that. And so the government said, "Oh no, you can't be promoting this stuff to kids. This stuff is crazy." And so they fined them $19 million. And then they said, "Oh hell no, we ain't paying this. we're going to charge the content creators, the white ones that we're paying. And the content creators were like, hell no, you ain't charging us. And so they said they violated the terms and all this other stuff. And they went to court, and the court said, no, you can't. We fined you. We ain't finding them. So they tried to act like they wasn't monetizing these people no more, but it was too late. The court shut them down.
So they tried to pass on the cost to the content creator?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, they dumb, man. They're not smart people, man. They're stupid. They're engineers. But to not pay your content creators, man, how long you think that was going to last? I mean, they're just stupid people.
So what makes YouTube so unique that they can pay as much as they're paying or keep away from, like, is this similar things happening with Facebook or TikTok or other?
Not really. I think not really. The real mistake that they did two things. YouTube, Google was based on Yahoo. Yahoo used to have 76% of the market, right? Now, here was the problem. Yahoo wouldn't put you into the search engine unless you were famous, unless you were NASA, unless you were a celebrity, or unless you were a professor. All right? When Google said we can make a lot of money if we let everybody come on here, if we put all the world's information on here and not just the stuff that we want people to see, that we respect and all that old shit. So when they opened it up to anybody, that meant us. That meant all Heart and Grind and Sexy Red and everybody and Faith Factor and D-Rock. And so that's what made it. You didn't have to be famous. There were no blue check marks for the celebrities. Go for what you know, like the real marketplace of ideas. The real marketplace of ideas is not for the privileged. It's for the people who have the best idea. And if you have the best idea, if you have the best argument, you win here. You win here. Right? They talking about meds and shit like I'm fucking nut. No, this is called education, experience, knowledge. Stop letting white people tell you that if a black person is intelligent, there's something wrong with him, that he's on his meds and shit. Stop that shit, babe. You're not that stupid. All right. So what I'm saying is what made them different is they let people come on here and attack black people about some stupid ass meds bullshit. And that's what it is. They let anybody come on here. And the advertisers love it. Why? Because the more black people, the more black shit they sell. I saw the Bose commercial. I had the Bose commercial today with the brother with the Bose earring. I mean, the Bose headphone and the black and shit. You know, they're trying to compete with Beats. So I have that. I have the Regina King Wells Fargo ad. They were waiting for us. They were waiting for us to bring some but not the Nazi stuff, not the beef and roast and cook, not that. Really? Yeah. They wanted useful information. I was on the 8th hole at Chester, Washington, and the brother pulled out a 7-iron. I pulled out a 4-iron, and he said, I said, well, why did you use the 7? He said, I went on YouTube, and I looked at how to do this hole, and it said go 7-iron and pitching wedge, and I said, that's how people want to use YouTube, not for no damn gossip. You know what I'm saying? So they're using YouTube for useful information, not to hear about somebody's weave.
So, but what about these sectors like the T sector and I mean, they making a nice.
No, they're not going to make they're not going to be able to sustain it because they can only make money from the people that are working at Burger King and Taco Bell, and that you're not going to make a living like that. You need to be doing business for people that own Ford and Maserati. I have Maserati, Ford, PlayStation, Disney. That's the money, not the bull crap.
Right.
It's the money. You can't. So you ain't gonna make money like that. You know, we have to break from Google. See, here's the thing about Google. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask you, what about us as content creator doing business with the advertisers ourselves? You know, like
No.
without having to go through you, without having
Well,
to go through Google. Like,
that would be illegal, and no, we couldn't do it. Legally, we can't
why
do
not?
it. Well, here's the thing. Legally, you can either be a platform or a publisher, but you can't be both. Now, our agreement with Google says that we will not go to a third party advertising uh, outlet. It is illegal for them to publish, for them to tell us that we can't cuss, for them to go into our chat rooms and say and block any mention of something that's positive. They can't publish. They can't edit. They're the paper boy. Think of the paper boy. The paper boy cannot deliver the LA Times and the New York Times and then start his own paper and deliver his own paper. Why? Because he's going to throw the LA Times and the New York Times in the trash and only deliver his paper. And he sure in the hell can't keep all the money for the ads because he doesn't own the paper. So Google is the paper boy. They just deliver the papers. They cannot have editorial approval, and they sure in the hell can't keep the advertising money. So that's what the law is, right? They are supposed to split the money. Now they can lie to us, but when they get in that damn courtroom, they cannot tell the judge, "We don't have to pay him, Your Honor, because we can't stand them because they black." Can't say that in court. You'll lose.
Right.
So
right.
So what I was saying was 20 million people coming over here. Now, say like I said, they give you 1 million followers. Tommy Sotomayor, Kevin Samuels, your girl Tasha K, 1 million followers. Okay, great. If 20 million people come over here, anybody gonna give a damn about that 1 million followers? Because they're not going to be following Tasha K, Tommy Sotomayor, or Kevin Samuels. They're going to be following people who are giving useful information. They don't care about gossip. I don't know why. They just don't. They want the truth. And they want useful information. And that's what we should be giving. Now, Google doesn't want to do that. Why? Because they don't want the people to become wealthy that are black. They want to control us. So they want to, they want to steal our money and keep us broke. That's a tactic of theirs. That's what they do. So it's
a lot of money that to be had. I mean, there's a lot of money we ain't getting is what you really are conveying to everyone. I mean,
I was telling one of my friends, he said, well, they just want more money, Darren. I said, no, they don't. They want all the money. These motherfuckers don't just want more money. They want every dime. They want all the money. So we gotta be diligent and not beat up each other. We have to work together and be in one accord. We have to show a unified front. They can't kill all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what we have to do. Yeah, we need about 5 million content creators. There's 220 million black people on YouTube. We're all worldwide. The only country I'm banned in is Russia because I've been letting them have it. I let the Nazis have it. But
you're banned in Russia?
Yeah, that's the only country I'm banned. But I'm in every other country, in every country in Africa, and all that. Proud of that. So I think that what we have to do is get that representation. Somebody knows a lawyer. Somebody knows an entertainment or copyright lawyer. An astute lawyer can read up on it. Copyright Law Act of 1976, Decency and Communications Act 1976 to 2020. It was amended by Joe Biden. All right. But check it out. Check out the law and see if we can't, get representation for all of us.
Okay.
Then they can't stop.
That's really where it boils down to, as far as investing in a lawyer for this and pushing Google to the limit on this and coming up with a settlement amount, or you're saying the amount that's given. So I think you said a total of what you said, $90 billion.
100 billion. It would be 4 years back royalties under the law, unless they can prove fraud. Then it's 10 years. But we could count on 4
So,
years, and then
okay.
30% going forward. So it'd be $40 billion up front, and then 30 days later, an injunction from the court to pay us for the 30 days before, all the way up to 10 years. So that would be
So
100 billion over
how
the
much
next
per?
50 years.
So what are we looking at per? Let's say the average content creator with a
Well,
thousand subs or something like.
well, if you look at it this way, we do load up 72,000 hours per day, right? And um, the average cost per hour, they usually put anywhere between 20 to 22 ads on your hour. But basically, they make $70 million a day, Google, right, off of Black YouTube. Then we would get 30% of that. So get your calculators out, class. I tell my students to always use a calculator because you don't want to go in there looking stupid. But it would be 30% of $70 million. All right, so 30% of $70 million. And then, like I said, if we can get 20 million of the people who are searching Black YouTube, they have $100 million, $5 from each one of them. That would be $100 million. So that would be $100 million a day at 30%. That would be $30 million a day, all day, every day.
Damn.
So yeah, so that's what we're looking at. I know it's hard to believe, but this industry is incredible. Why? Because all we're really doing is getting 30% of the advertising dollars for the advertising to the people that spend, the Black people that spend that $10 trillion every year. You know, and so you guys keep spending, and they'll keep advertising, and we'll get 30%, and we'll be paid up. We won't need
Wow, man,
reparations from Russia and Trump.
that's some heavy numbers you dropping, man. Like, now, what if Google said, okay, we can't give you 100, we're gonna counter offer you 75 billion. We can't give you 100, we'll give you 75.
Nah, we're not going to take that because they should have paid us. So the law says we get 4 years. We got to get that. And 30% is reasonable. We got to get that.
So no negotiation. So you basically saying ain't no negotiation. It's just give us
No,
what
because if
we
we go to
owe,
court, shit, if we go to court, it could be damages. They could charge us like they did Tasha K. It could be 4 times that. They don't want that. So they better settle, which they will. You know what I'm saying? They have to settle because they're not going to go into court and say we don't owe them shit because they Black. That ain't going to work. So they have to settle. Yeah, they have to settle, and we have to get paid. Because and it does bother me. One of the things that I wrote a book called How They Got Rich, 6 African Americans and How They Built Their Fortunes. And one of the things that I say in the book is that people that get rich are doing shit they really want to do. Nobody gets rich working on the garbage truck. Nobody gets rich working in construction. You get rich doing something that you would do for free.
right?
You get rich by having passive income. I love what I'm doing. I really look forward to telling people, to helping people. And I am so against white people trying to prove that they're superior to us by lying to us, by withholding the money that they owe us, and by telling us we don't deserve our money. My title of my show today was "Black Content Doesn't has no value. YouTube doesn't have to pay you." And I'm like, somebody said that to me yesterday. That Black content, this is a Nazi, of course. Black content is not valuable. They don't have to pay you. Pearly Girl. I had a show called with Pearly Girl. She wasn't on the show, but it was a quote from her that said, if white independent contractors, if white content creators don't want Google to pay black content creators, they don't have to pay you.
She actually said that?
Absolutely. Now that's not a direct quote,
What?
but basically. And somebody said that in my DMs.
Hell no.
Somebody sent that to me in their DMs. If they don't want us to be paid, they don't have to pay us. Are you kidding me? That's illegal.
Like she didn't want to pay the people that, like she didn't, like the people who left her ass that she didn't want to pay with them bogus ass contracts.
Well, you see, she got all kind of black people on her channel and shit.
Right.
I don't know if she's paying them or not, but I doubt it.
Yeah, but a lot of her original staff, everybody left. Almost everybody left her original staff that she had.
She had some black people?
They all. Yeah, she did, but most of them left. Like it started off with this guy named Auntie Jenny, whatever. She left. Then there was another guy named he was kind of dark-skinned guy, Soros Garvey or whatever. He didn't accept the contract. And then she had an issue with King Riches. Damn near everybody left.
Wow.
Yeah. And her views went down too.
Oh, damn. Well, did she make a move to go black? Did she, once she went black, she never went back? Or was she always doing that? Let me tell you what she don't. I'm surprised you wasn't on this harder, because she made a move to be racist, real racist. With Fuentes. She interviewed that. Yeah, she went white on their ass. Damn.
Real racist. Yeah. And then she tried to mix it up.
Wow.
I thought you was gonna be on that with the Nick Fuentes interview. I thought you was gonna be Nazi this, not. I didn't hear much. I said, well, maybe you just want to stay in your lane or whatever. But I
didn't really mess with it because I didn't want it to get in between two white people. I mean, I don't think it's this homeboy is, no, I'm serious. Homeboy saying quit letting Nazis on my panel. No, I want you to see that these people are not superior. I want you to stop thinking that these people are who you go to get your advice. So I'm always going to have them on my channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she ran into a big thing with the Manosphere and all a bunch of content creators that she had contracts with, she had business deals with. Interview, a lot of them left out. They called her a grifter. Man, it was a big mess over the summer. It was a hot mess.
Yeah, no, I saw that it was, but I was okay. So that's what happened. Because I had never heard of her until she came into the black section.
The Nick Fuentes situation, and then Nick Fuentes actually offended King Rich's girlfriend, who was Italian, and then that caused a whole big thing. And then the people from the Manosphere who went to England to interview with her and do content with her, they got criticized for still doing business with her after dealing with, and she did not apologize and said she was not apologizing for the Nick Fuentes stuff. She said that's, she did not apologize. She didn't say she was like, this is my channel, this is this, and you're gonna have to accept it. And she went on Obsidian channel to plead her case, and everybody was treating her unfair, and she's just this and that, and these are my Africans and all this other shit. She started saying stuff like she owned Africans and all this stuff that they pointed out and clipped. Oh man, it was a lot. She definitely showed her racist self on
I think I saw the Fuentes interview. She didn't push back one bit. She just let him say whatever the hell he wanted to say and nodded her head. That's too bad.
I was wondering. I thought you were going to do at least one. I guess you felt, but you're doing your thing. But
no, not a white, not too white, not too racist. No, I probably wouldn't come in between that. But when she started talking about, when she became the president of the Black Manosphere, come on, man, goddamn. Then it becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right, man.
Right. So,
well, man, I appreciate the knowledge that you have given. I did send you a little something. Definitely gonna check you out. I'm gonna start reviewing some more of your content on certain things, but I just wanted to get a real clear understanding because I've always wondered when I look at my analytics and I'm seeing 5% from Brazil, 8% from Nigeria. I'm like, wait, where are these viewers coming from? Like, I don't see these people. All I see is Americans. I got like one lady, a few people from Britain that I know are from Britain that watch. You know, why do I have people from India and Pakistan that showing up on my analytics? I don't. Where is this coming from? It just didn't make sense to me.
Did you know him? You didn't know anybody there?
No. The only international people that I know outside of the United States, there are a few people that I know that may be from like from Nigeria and maybe Ghana. There's a few of them that I know that are from those areas. There's a couple of people from like Ethiopia too. Then there's a few people I know from Britain. Now, as far as I know about 3 or 4 people from Great Britain. Now, as far as the Colombia, Brazil, I don't know anybody in some of the, I don't know. I don't have any affiliation that I know can think of. And then especially Pakistan and India, I don't know anybody. I don't even have anybody from those countries even show up or say anything in the chat. So I don't know where they come from. Like, really?
Well, no, that's how you do it. That's how you don't know who's listening. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's
don't.
why we might have
so,
some black lawyers listening.
Right.
But thank you for talking about it, man. Thank you for talking about this, man.
Yeah. Right. Any last words, brother?
No, I just say everybody, let's stick together on this, and the rogue players that want to run over there and join the clan at halftime, you want to run across there and join the other team and stuff. Please don't do that. Let's stick together on this one, and let's get this money. It'll change our lives. All right. So thank you for having me.
Right.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you for coming in. You're always welcome.
All right, now, peace.
All right, brother. Okay.
All right.
All right, guys, man. That was a great interview, man. I actually been trying to get with him, and I'm glad he came in the chat because I definitely wanted to talk about him. And since we were talking about demonetization, I thought he would be definitely a person to speak on about that. And like I said, this is something that will happen to other people. Other prominent YouTubers will have their channels demonetized. There are going to be some even smaller YouTubers because YouTube is cracking down and they want advertiser-friendly, non-controversial content. It looks like that's what they're pushing. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you all for watching. This is DERELL Spears. Peace.